Hey people, CzarThwomp here, and welcome to episode 18 of The Simpsons Hit and Run. Last time, we completed the 6th level, which ended with Kang and Kodos raising the dead. And then we proceeded to explore the 7th and final level of the game, which takes us back to Evergreen Terrace, and we got most of the collectibles. So anyways, off camera, as I said before, I went and I bought all the costumes and the last remaining car. So anyways, now all we have to do is just head over and get the last Wasp cameras, which I know the location of. So anyways, let's get going.
Oh, out of control.
Yeah, just get your car stuck on the roof. Yeah, call AAA, Homer. Call AAA. Okay, anyways, for our first Wasp cam, we are going to want to head over to the roof of the Quickie Mart, because apparently, when we came here the first time, I just didn't go far enough back. Yeah, thankfully we don't have to worry about losing coins anymore because, well, we bought everything in the game. So yeah, coins are now inconsequential to us. Seriously, just, we get hit, we lose coins from hit and runs, or we lose into wasps. No big deal. No skin off our backs. Okay, so anyways, let's just head over to the school. Okay, just head over here. Okay, so anyways, what we're going to want to do, we're going to want to go underneath the UFO.
Oh, I forgot my mission.
Yeah, this thing will take up vehicles and will destroy them. However, for Homer, well, he's apparently too fat to get absorbed. What the? It was going into the ground!
Ouch.
Oh no, we're losing coins that we won't be using. Whatever will we do? Okay, anyways, with that all said and done, let's grab that wrench and get started with the actual missions. Yeah, of course the final level has to start with a Lisa mission, because everything has to start and end with Lisa. Lisa gets technically the first mission of the game, and now she gets the first mission of the final level.
Dad, the zombies are on the way. Shouldn't we do something?
Not now, Lisa. I'm trying to listen to the baseball game.
It's the top of the 7th, and oh God, zombies! They're devouring the crowd. Now they're eating my brain. Oh, the pain! Ah!
Oh, all right. I'll get us some survival supplies. Stupid Brockman getting eaten by zombies.
Not Ken Brockman!
Sweet.
Okay, anyways, this is a very tight mission. As such, even though the hover bike is a very good option, it moves a little too fast at times. It does too good a job. Yeah, Ned and his picket fence, that's gonna stop the
Hey, Give
zombies.
me your first aid kit.
Well, I was hoping to save it for Rodder and Totter to, bandage their brain-eater boo-boos.
Look, just rub a Bible on them.
Will that work to fend off zombies?
Who am I, Dr. Science?
Oakley-dokley, here's the first aid kit.
Daddy, if the zombies are dead, why aren't they in heaven? I hope my brain feeds a poor hungry zombie.
Okay, anyways, gotta go to Cletus's house to steal his boards of wood.
I'm a lean, mean speed thingy.
Yeah, anyways, this car from Homer, very good to use. Very, very good.
No!
Come, get out of the way!
Ooh, the vibration's tickling my feet.
No matter where you are in this game, you will always basically have to deal with traffic.
Ow, my neck.
Hey, come back here. Them's are sleeping on board. Oh, guess I'll have to use a hop for a pillow now.
Okay, good, good. At least we get a little
Eat my
breather.
dust. Oh, yes. Crystal eggs. Mo, I need your chainsaw to chop up attacking zombies.
But then how will I defend myself?
Mo. Shouldn't the weapons go to save people who have loved ones?
Yeah, I guess so.
I think I made my point.
Well, Better go comb my hair before the zombies get here. My life stinks.
Though really, you'd think that with how Mo is perceived by the worldwide population, you would think that basically the zombies would either just be too terrified of Mo to try to eat him, or basically they would see him as their leader, basically.
Well, it's about time.
Yeah, just you see all these zombies just hobbling away from Mo. What? And also, basically, Mo has his shotgun. Not to mention just his not to mention basically his rusty but dull knife. Yeah, basically just Mo. He has that dance self-defense training. Not to mention just Mo got Barney defend him.
But me.
Don't make me sick Barney on you. Okay, so get out of the way. Okay, so anyways, that mission right there. Hope you liked it because, well, that's technically the closest you get to mission diversity in this level. Yeah, basically, this level, it has a ton of potential. I mean, it's a Treehouse of Horror level. But as you'll see as we go through this level, well, it wasn't exactly built with variety in mind, to say the least. Anyways, we got the hearses.
Another one? Whoa! That was so
I could have technically gotten caught by them and it would have done nothing.
Speed thingy.
What the? Did that car just fly?
Fly me.
Yeah, cars are flying!
Eat my dust.
Oh no, it's a spider. Yeah, famous last words, it's a spider. Yeah, but no matter. We didn't lose anything important. Just a few coins.
Never.
Okay. But anyways, you can see I wanted to wear the evil Homer costume. I just like the look of the evil Homer costume. Not to mention, you get to say, I am evil Homer. I am evil Homer. I am evil Homer.
Hey, I found my lost nachos.
What's that car over there? What is this car? What are the zombies buying used cars now?
Hey, you there! Smelly Sam! What's going on?
The alien craft is using some sort of tractor beam to suck up trespassers to their doom. Worst effects ever.
But that's real!
Worst effects ever.
What's with the cool black car?
My knowledge of sci-fi movies is correct, which it is. The black car is an advanced probe for the mothership. Now, if you're through, I will spend my last hours on Earth complaining about movies on the internet.
The gift of life is wasted on you.
Yes, I recommend you obtain a zombie car. It will protect you well, but it runs on human brains. Slight drawback.
I got plenty of those.
What would have been interesting is if they would have had it where the zombie car actually had a variant sort of stat set, where basically have it where just how quote-unquote smart the character is just makes it where the car's stats are altered. For example, have it where for Homer the car has pretty much just half star and everything, then make it where with Bart just it's middle of the road, Marge is a little higher, and then basically for the likes of Pooh and Lisa, just have it where it's pretty much max. Yeah, just, yeah, but then again, just that would make it where Lisa's actually a likable character to play as. But I could definitely get behind Apu having maxed out stats with basically the zombie car in terms of brain power, considering he's one of the few people who's sane in Springfield, given how he ripped into Skinner his Billy Clonosaurus idea. Okay, but anyways, as you can see, just pretty good stats, so let's just get this car out. We don't have to actually use this car, so I'm not going to use it because, basically, when you use the zombie car, just you have a big you have a big plume of smoke in your face. So instead, I'm going to go and I'm going to get the hover bike. Similar
Can you come and
stats,
get me? I'll
though
pay you in
easier to
bankrupt.
handle. Okay, yeah, kind of weird that they have the surfer rock music. I can't believe I didn't recognize the black sedan that's used in this mission.
I have road rage and I know how to use it. Ow, my ass! Watch it!
I'm sorry, I got things mixed up. I got it mixed up. I was thinking that the car was right in front of us.
Piece of cake. Cake.
At least they put you in a good position to catch up to the black sedan. Yeah, basically, a good chunk of the missions in this level, basically, are surprisingly hard. Yeah, really, just the first one is arguably the easiest of the bunch, and even then, it has a very tight time limit.
Move it! Woohoo! All right!
You won't escape! Ah! Is the car glitched? Hey, buddy! Buddy, I think you're kind of glitched. You can't believe the car got kind of soft locked there. Yeah, when I said you're not gonna escape, I didn't mean literally.
I am evil Homer. I am evil Homer. Watch it, I almost spilled my sundae. The power plant? But I'm bored of this level.
Oh,
And
you
you're
don't know the
back.
half of it, Homer. You don't know the half of it. Anyways, talk to Professor Frink, and you basically learn the general premise of this level. Just what you're going to be seeing for the rest of the area.
I'm glad you're here, my morbidly obese ally. Based on my mathulations, I figured out the alien's weakness. It's nuclear waste. Yuck.
And how does that affect me?
Well, it could save the life of you and your family.
And?
Look, I've loaded my vehicle with nuclear waste from the power plant. It's going to deliver this toxic payload to the alien ship, risking myself and my delicious brain to zombie snacking, which if you've never undergone that, I can tell you it stings.
What a hero. And I never knew his name.
It's Professor John Frank.
Are you still here?
Anyways, we gotta go in Frink's lag machine in order to basically get this
Time.
toxic waste to the school. Anyways, the toxic waste, if you get hit hard enough from the back, or from the front, or anywhere really, you are going to have to return and get this and get more.
Take that.
Okay, so anyways, just be cautious. Just be cautious. You have plenty of time to get to the school. Especially be cautious in this mission, considering that, like I said, just Frink's car is a literal lag machine. You go fast in this thing, and it's just going to kill the frame rate.
Smooth move, humanoid.
Okay. No. Oh.
Just a few more. Woohoo!
Whoa!
Okay. Anyways. Yeah, we're almost there. Yeah, another thing about this level is that it's not very brightly lit. So basically combine that with Frink's lag machine and, well, it can be
oh boy.
not exactly a healthy combination.
Ow, it hurt thing. Nice alien craft. Now to just
Oh,
get out of the
that was a
path
close
of
one.
the tractor beam. Oh,
Bye,
it sucks,
Frank!
y'all.
Boy, talk about thinning the nerd.
Yeah, and just like a Treehouse of Horror episode, basically, people just die. They just go, they just, basically, they just die en masse.
Monsters, I'm gonna need some more toxic waste. Wow, I need a disco nap.
Okay, so anyways, hope you like that route, because we're gonna be taking that route a lot. Seriously, basically. We're gonna have 3 other missions involving that.
Ouch! My bikini zone's changed.
Okay, so, anyways, let's go in.
I need to find some nuclear waste, and fast!
Why don't you ask Mr. Burns? His buried nuclear waste has poisoned Springfield for years to come.
Good old Mr. Burns. He'll save us. Thank goodness for nuclear waste. Sweet! Just paint.
Okay, out of
Paint,
curiosity,
just paint.
I think that you can still just use the hover car. Okay, hover bike.
Can you come and get me? I'll pay you in back rubs. I love to sit. Let's do this thing!
Okay, anyways, let's just go. The main route that you're going to want to use to get to the power plant is, for one thing, take this ramp.
I didn't do
Then,
it.
basically...
Uh-oh, it's that black car again. Ooh, it has the speed of a sub-boss combined with the tenacity of a level boss. Now that's driving. Learn to drive,
Oh crap, we
dumbass.
went in the wrong direction. Yeah, but we still got plenty of time to get there.
Move it!
Okay, just keep a lookout on the right side. Sorry, Bumblebee Man!
Just call me Air Homer. That hurt.
Okay, go through the cemetery. Oh, no, 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 no. Sorry, Carl! Yeah, just Mr. Burns. What are you thinking, man? That's Carl! Took down Carl. I'm a monster. Okay, this is gonna be close.
Vengeance will be mine. Ow, my head!
Okay, we're gonna make it. We're gonna make it.
Sweet!
Okay.
Walk! That wasn't part of the deal!
Okay, anyways, for this part, just gotta climb up the power plant, which we did in the past when we were basically just going up to get the wasp cams and the player cards and the like. I love the cheery music that plays as you're going up here. Whee! Okay, no worries. At least you're not timed with getting up the power plant. You're not timed with getting up here. So just take a breather and just don't rush it. Yeah, basically all these races to the power plant can just really put you on edge with basically how you're just going around, with how you're going back and forth, and the time limit is relatively tight. I mean, yeah, we managed to do that, but that was only because we had a really great car. Yeah, once you get up here, you're pretty much home free, thanks to that UFO.
I am so smart. I am so smart. S-M-R-T. I mean, S-M-A-R-T.
Ooh, odds budkins, is it you, Merryweather? Come to haunt me again? I killed you once.
Mr. Burns, it's me, Homer Simpson.
So you're not the ghost of my former partner. Whew. Wow, that was... Wow.
Look, I need to get some barrels of radioactive waste to save Springfield from the aliens.
I agree. Illegal aliens are a nuisance.
Not leaf blower aliens, tentacle aliens.
Go. In that case, here's the map to where I buried nuclear waste barrels all over Springfield. And the EPA wanted to find me. Bleeding heart liberals. I hope they bleed from the heart.
Yeah, though, technically, I think Kang and Kodos could classify as illegals, considering they probably don't have their papers. We'll get Prop 24 on their asses.
Let's do this thing.
Anyways, just take the trapdoor and get back.
Must never run again.
Anyways, this is the most free mission of the bunch in regards to this level, where basically you're allowed to pick your vehicle, you're allowed to basically head out, and I'm gonna restart the mission just so that way we have a fresh vehicle. Not to mention, this is the most straightforward of the bunch, basically, because along with Frinks, basically, all you really have to do is just get the nuclear waste back to the mothership.
Ooh, the vibrations tickling my feet.
Yeah, I may swap over to our standard car if we basically have trouble with this.
Oh, I swallowed my gum. Please don't sue. Get out of my way, jerk-ass.
Okay, jump.
Watch it, I almost spilled my sundae.
Yeah, for these missions, don't be afraid to take them a little on the slower side. Because the last thing you need is a hit and run. Oh, that was a close one. Words can't even begin to describe just how close that was.
Woohoo! Bart did it.
Oh yeah,
So long, suckers!
Okay,
Eat my
get
guts.
away from us. Get away from us, cars. Okay, no, 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 whoa. And there.
Oh man, my car is gone, and the ashtray was full of pennies. I need another car fast.
Okay, so anyways, for this next one, you need Snake. And of course, he's gonna be driving his car.
Wow, imagine me getting carjacked. What a total switcheroo.
Just go.
What'll you do if I don't?
Flip you the bird.
Okay, don't get freaky. Get in.
I've never understood what Homer said there. Was he saying fuse to burn? Is Homer gonna just do something to Snake?
It's
Homer's gonna
crashing
spy out.
time.
Yeah, Homer's gonna get Bette Midler in on this. Ugh, I am not a big fan of this mission right here. Yeah, because you got avoidance. Not to mention Snake's car is a little slower than our hover bike.
I blame society.
Oh, like no.
Reckless driving is my pet peeve.
Take that, Springfield.
Okay, anyways.
Lift off.
In your face!
Get away, get away.
Learn to drive, dumbass.
One side, Roadhog dude.
Okay.
Hey, that's totally not supposed to happen.
Okay, almost there.
Like, out of my way, walking dude?
I have road rage and I know how to use it.
Dude, you better not have scratched my car. Ew, like, no!
Okay, I was tempted just to use that as an opportunity to basically just to lower the gauge. But, well, our hands are tied. Okay.
Sweet acceleration! Yeah, mindless destruction.
Okay, let's just be careful.
This town
Okay,
is
move out of the way,
going
move out of the way.
I've really got to learn to enjoy.
We can't. Yeah, we're gonna have to hit Bumblebee Man every time. That's part of the mission. You gotta hit Bumblebee Man.
Not supposed to happen.
Sub objective. Hit Bumblebee Man. Okay.
That hurt.
Okay. Careful. Careful. Careful does it. Careful does it.
Nothing lasts forever.
Ew,
And there we are. Bye, Snake.
Sayonara, dude.
Okay, that's a lawsuit.
Okay. Final mission in the game. Final mission. One mission left. And it's arguably one of the worst in the game.
Where'd you get that sweet ride? I bought it with my Social Security. Thank you, Uncle Sucker. Give me a lift. I gotta save Springfield. Now you're not gonna sacrifice me for the greater good, are you, son? We'll see, Dad. We'll see. Oh.
Okay, anyways, for this mission, part of the reason why it's so hard is because Grandpa Simpson's World War II vehicle, the one that has the same stats as the surveillance van from level 1? Well, in order to make things a little more quote-unquote fun, and I use that term quote-unquote fun very loosely, they decided to fuse it with basically the rocket car. So essentially we have this super fast vehicle with horrible handling. So basically for this mission, my best way of doing this is basically just take it very slowly. I mean, just pump the gas. Believe it or not, you have more time than you think. Now you're like, oh, you gotta race the vehicle. Anyways, get ready to hear that line about 500 times.
You suck, I'm great. Da 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 da. You I hate. Oh, did I do something wrong?
Okay, anyways, like I said, just pump the vehicle, just pump the gas. Really ignore the guy you're racing against.
Homer hates losing. Homer smash. Look at me, I'm free as a bird. Eat my dust, dust eater.
Okay. Yeah, this is arguably one of the more unreliable parts of the mission.
Oh, I'm going to a better place.
Oh, no. How are we doing so badly?
Get out of my way. Every minute might be my last. 2, 4, 6, 8, you suck, I'm great, la da da da, you are the one I hate. Hot diggity! Oop, I messed myself. Move it or lose it.
Okay. Anyways.
Eat my dust. Now my story begins in 19-2. We had to say dickety, because the Kaiser had stolen our word 20.
Yeah, we have to hear about the Kaiser every 3 seconds. The Kaiser this, the Kaiser that. Kaiser. Okay, so anyways, let's cut through here.
Let's do this thing. the pedals and you steer.
Okay, so anyways, you may think, oh, we have only a minute to get back to the school. No, you don't. Basically, you just have to get back to the Simpsons house, really.
Damn teenagers.
Okay.
Woohoo! You should be in Cannonball Run. You mean I gotta get more?
Oh, no!
Nothing lasts forever. Move it! I'm not dead yet. I'm a lean, mean speed thingy. Move it!
Okay, anyways, I'm gonna restart the mission. Because that way we can reset our gauge, we can reset our car's health, and basically we can just do it from scratch. But anyways, that's the general thing you want to do, as long as you don't bump into that wall.
Let's do this thing.
Okay.
Stay on target. Stay on target.
Okay, I think my issue was that I was a little too conservative with my speed.
And people say I'm slow. Wait a minute. That was an insult. Whee! 2, 4, 6, 8. You suck. I'm great. La da da da. You I hate.
Okay.
Ah! Look where you're going, you idiot.
As long as we don't have to hear about the Kaiser or the Dickety or basically or Glass Pretty.
Merciful McGillicuddy.
Oh, that hurt. That hurt.
Eat my dust. Get out of my way, jerk ass.
Okay.
Let's make the scene. Vengeance will be mine.
Okay.
God darn it! Go!
Now I'm actually gonna let the cops hit us.
Lousy generic villains.
That way, basically, we get the hit and run, we clear the gauge,
Back in my day,
and that
called
way we can
sandwiches
basically just have free
Black
reign
Freddy.
to just grab
Cost
the
4
nuclear
credit
waste.
cards a bite. Now my story begins in 19-2.
Yes, we know about the Dickety 2. We know about the great Dickety crisis of Dickety 2. I blame Dickety.
All right, I'll work the pedals and you steer. Let's make the scene. I'm a lean,
Okay,
mean
come on. I just want to grab that
speed
wrench.
thingy. Ooh, the vibration's tickling my feet. Back in my day, we called sandwiches Black Freddy.
And of course we lose out on all the health that we regained.
Look where you going, you idiot?
And basically, the nuclear waste is arguably going to be the biggest thing holding you back.
Lousy, rotten, karmic retribution.
Okay, so anyways, just like I said, you got a lot more time with this mission than you think.
Move it, you milkshake! Eat my dust! Learn to drive, you dumbass.
Okay, that was a close one.
Now my
I
story
swear,
begins in
basically, dealing with this
1952.
nuclear waste is
We
like
had
dealing
to
with a
say
nuclear
diggity,
bomb.
'cause the Kaiser had stolen our word 20.
They could at least include some more phrases for Grandpa Simpson to spice things up, you know? Instead of just having it loop back to the same two with the Kaiser and in Glass Pretty.
Whee! Way to ignore the speed limit. Coming through. Please don't tell anybody I did this. This is the greatest day of my life.
Okay,
Oh, that was
from
too
here
easy.
on, you got a clear shot to the school.
How about them apples?
Oh crap, no.
I do something wrong? Get out of my way! Every minute might be my last! All right, I'll work the pedals and you steer.
Okay, this is gonna be close.
Watch it, I almost spilled my sundae. Hurry, I smell burnt toast.
Bye, Grandpa!
You aren't gonna put me back in the home, are you? That was so painful. I smell toast! Eat nuclear death, you effeminate wriggling space wads! Imagine that, scared of some harmless nuclear waste. So very harmless. Oh, cut your fingernails!
That fortune teller was right. I do end up dying in a spaceship crash.
Dad, I'm really proud of you for rescuing us all from that alien invasion.
Did that really happen? I thought it was a bad dream after eating too many raw hot dogs.
No, homie. You're the town hero.
Sweet. And the ninja babysitters? Was that real or a hot dog dream?
Hot dog dream. Dad, your fans want you outside.
Fans? Oh, those fans.
At least our show was a success.
Why did we go to Earth Heaven when we died?
At least we don't have to sit through the stupid video game credits. No!
Okay, anyways. Normally, this would be the part where I'd say my thoughts on the series. But you know what? Actually, no, I'm going to say my thoughts here.
That guy deserves such a probing. Who are these people? I never saw them during production.
They implement torture and punishment. The other drones scuttle and run at their approach.
What is the difference between an associate producer and a producer anyway?
Well, if you ask me, these humans spent too much time exchanging long protein strands with one another.
Okay, so anyways, in regards to this game, I have had a lot of fun with it, basically. At first, I was a little nervous, basically, in terms of just getting coins, and particularly with Alien Autopsy 3 and Set to Kill. I was kind of terrified with those two missions, but all in all, I had a lot of fun with this game. If you want a good car racer...
Green currency credits required to build the recreational software.
What do Earthlings do with these green credits?
They are used to control the rationing of essential items like food and toilet seats. If I get another memo from that guy, I swear I'm going to Plutz.
So anyways, in terms of just GTA-style games, if you want to try one out that's basically... If you want to get into the genre and you want to basically do a game that's relatively on the fast-paced side with rewarding controls, this is the game for you. However, basically, I can't stress this enough. There are going to be plenty of missions that will give you a hard time, especially towards the end. Because this game does expect you to learn the controls and expects you to get good with them. As such, basically, don't be discouraged if you end up failing a whole bunch of times. Really, just... With Alien Autopsy 3, for instance, during my most recent playthrough of this game, I was dealing with that mission for a good 90 minutes before discovering that, hey, for this mission, just take it slow, because even though you're only given just short bursts of time for each section, they do add up to substantially more than what you get for the other Alien Autopsy missions. So anyways, just... Yeah, but like I said, just if you like Simpsons and you want to play basically a Simpsons video game, this is the game for you, because really just the writing of this game. The writing is another thing that really sells this game, because it does feel like you're playing a legitimate episode of the show, where basically the only difference is that just with the final level. I would say this, the final level is arguably disappointing.
This one is the alpha male. His sweet odor and brightly colored shirts ensure his dominance.
He'll never know his workers have been slowly poisoning him. I really have no idea what these people did.
Next year, let's use the female for our cross-fertilization initiative.
Huh? She wouldn't give you 10 seconds.
Talk about a waste of DNA.
Indeed, I met smarter people in the drunk tank.
Okay, so anyways, just the final level. I would say this. The final level is arguably the lowest point of the game.
Humans were okay.
This guy was always saying, "Don't go there." What a loser. One of these guys had the creepiest forehead.
Huh. I've flown better special effects out of my smell hole.
These people made the, quote, movies in the software. Hopefully not everyone will skip their creations as I did. These humans made me look fat.
Oh, stop it. You're as thin as the day I birthed you.
But anyways,
These bipeds,
They are the slave underclass, tied to radiation dispensers day and night.
truly death is their only release.
This one is most entertaining. I laid my eggs in his brain tissue.
The Earthlings never learned we replaced these guys with clones eons ago.
Through them, our bloody vengeance will soon be complete. So these must be the auditory humanoids. Strange how they are all so old.
okay, are you two done? Can I talk about my thoughts? Anyways, final level, basically. Given the history of just the Treehouse of Horror specials, the final level could have been absolutely balls to the wall amazing, basically, with all kinds of fantasy elements, and basically just really going wild and just taking advantage of just everything the game has to offer. But instead, just since it was saved towards the end, it was just back and forward, back and forward, back and forward. Just really 90% of the missions in this level, back and forward to the nuclear power plant. You're either driving to the nuclear power plant, or you're driving to and from the nuclear power plant, or you're driving from the nuclear power plant. Really, basically, just heck, the most variety you get from this level is the first mission and climbing the power plant. Really, it would have been cool just having, say, you're in a dream level. But anyways, like I said, just I've had a lot of fun with this game so far. However, we're not done yet. As you can see, 85%. And as they're saying, basically, use the mission select to return to this level. Basically, unlike a lot of basically, this game kind of has a new game plus mode in a way. Where basically, once you complete the game, you're not locked out, you're not basically put to the final level, basically. Instead, what will happen is, okay, they're not going to do it. They're just going to send us back to the main menu. But anyways, what's going to happen is, if you resume this file, you're going to just get sent back to the first level. And you're essentially going to be starting things from SMRT. You're not going to do Marge's mission where it's go to the Quickie Mart. You're not doing that one because, one, that's not really a mission, and two, just, that's pure tutorial. But anyways, with that said, just next episode, we're going to be just doing the races and just doing overall cleanup. But for the time being, I think that now would be a good time to end things off. I really appreciate that you stuck around to watch this episode. You're a great viewer, and I hope you come back for the next one. Like this video, like, subscribe, comment, share, do as you want. And with that, I'll see you next time. Bye.